Hello, chat, and welcome to the ASMR podcast, the first episode of the podcast where we're talking like we're at a sleepover past midnight.
Yeah,
Okay,
baby.
do you have anything to lead with, Jade, for today?
Yes, I'm gonna give you some sounds. I don't know if you can hear them, Cat, because of noise suppression, but the listeners
Mhm,
can. I got this water bottle.
mhm. That's some good sound. Really, really making them
Yeah,
feel like they're being hit in the face by you, huh?
bad girl.
Is that the angle we're going for?
Yeah,
Is that so?
yeah. So,
I
what?
I'm sorry, this is just different from what I'm used to doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
So,
proud of yourself, hon?
I'm proud of myself. All right. Can I, can I take a lead with this story?
Feel
I
free,
just want to
darling.
let y'all know this is just gonna be an episode, except we're gonna be whispering. It's gonna be the same
Uh-huh,
shit as usual, but we're gonna have to keep this.
uh-huh. I'm hoping that you all enjoy,
Not, yeah, you can sleep to this shit now. You can sleep to
except
my.
for when she was gargling piss.
I would sleep very soundly to that. Also, we have audio listeners. Don't fucking. They're not gonna see what I was gargling. They have to take your word for that.
Yeah, because you were gargling piss.
Okay, okay. Anyway, yeah, yeah, you can sleep to this. Just drift
Here, let me.
off to sleep.
Is it fair if I do a little bit of ASMR?
Yeah, yeah, of course. You take a turn.
Make sure to get yourself nice and comfortable, darling. Make
Mm,
sure you get nice and cozy. And just listen to my voice. Try not to think too much and let yourself drift to sleep. Make sure you feel nice and warm. Feel free to look around. Are you feeling comfy?
yeah. Whoa.
Remember to drink some water if you need.
Okay.
God, God damn it.
Thank you.
I actually will say I have considered recording ASMR before for
Really?
my job.
Do you
It's just that I haven't gotten around to it because I haven't come up with a script.
do you consume the content?
Not very many times. I have before, and there actually is a story there, if I may share.
Go on. Is it like trans femme pet play ASMR?
Not exactly.
Okay,
What it
go on.
was is, you remember that one time when Trix was dealing with some really bad heart issues?
I didn't know that was over with, but yeah.
I remember the first time that I was like proper hearing about that, I was legitimately really scared if she'd live.
I remember that,
And
yeah.
so I managed to get myself to sleep by just listening to some ASMR that one of my girlfriends sent me.
Wogue.
And it
Wasn't your
helped.
girlfriend's just me and her at that time?
I was also dating Lexi.
Oh, did Lexi send ASMR?
Uh-huh.
Wogue. Okay, now that I know you like ASMR, I'm gonna have to send you some ASMR of me gargling.
I mean, it depends. It's mostly like soft, like comforting whisper stuff that
Gargle,
tends
gargle?
to. I'd rather not, darling.
Okay, well, whatever you say. So,
But that's typically my comfort zone in terms of ASMR.
yeah, I don't want to be like insensitive about this because I'm whispering, but like, even though this is the ASMR podcast, I do, because it just happened, I do want to talk about a guy who lit himself on fucking fire recently. I don't want to
I
be
recall the story.
insensitive.
I believe it was a push for a free Palestine, correct?
Yes. So before I explain this story, I need to tell you like
Mm-hmm.
why, right? Like you might be thinking, holy shit, why the fuck would you do that? He didn't have too much of a choice. Well, he had the choice. Okay, so when you join the military, you are contractually obligated to stay the full term. If you try and leave, they just uh sorry, my mom texted me. They put you in military prison.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to stay. So this guy, and you know, when you join the Air Force, you don't. When people who joined before the war didn't know that they were going to have to contribute to genocide. Um, so this guy said, "Fuck you! I'm not going to do that shit." So in an extreme protest, he
Mm-hmm.
went outside. He covered himself in gasoline and set himself on fire as he screamed "Free Palestine," and those were his last words. And I kid you not, people are using this as like an image of this uh, in protest. A officer, and I know this. It sounds like parody. You're gonna want to laugh at this because it sounds like someone did this in parody of our force.
Mm-hmm.
The officer held a gun to his corpse. He was dead, like on the floor, lit a flame. And while all the other officers were, using the fire extinguishers, there was one just holding a gun, pointing it at the.
We need to make sure that this fire doesn't get out of control. It's a good thing that fires are scared of guns.
Right. What? Imagine someone goes to talk about ASMR, like goes to an ASMR podcast, and like they're like, why the fuck are they talking about politics? But yeah,
Don't worry, chat. This is only every, 10-minute segment on the
yeah, we don't
podcast.
talk about
Feel free to
politics.
stick around.
Yeah, me and Kat just talk about whatever we want to talk about, and I'm a very political
Mm-hmm.
person. I don't talk about politics too much. I just thought that was crazy. I don't talk about politics too much, but this was just breaking news. And the next episode, we're gonna talk politics because it's the fucking communist podcast.
Mm-hmm. Be sure to tune in if you're at all interested, by the way, chat.
Yeah.
Uh, for reference, I have I have a very particular rant that I adore getting to go on, in which I describe, like, how communism, why I want it to work, why I don't think it works yet, and what we need to fix to allow it to work.
Right. Like, so yeah. So, usually, um, we don't push aside episodes for one topic, but this was an episode where I'm like, yeah, that would be a good thing to talk about. Kat will be doing most of the heavy lifting in that episode. I will
Hmm.
talk as much as I can, but I do know that
Hmm.
Kat just does have more to
Really, I
say.
feel that any form of interjection would be useful, as that would give me more room to think of specific talking points that don't immediately come to mind.
Understood. Yeah, with communism, because I realized something. When people are like, you're a communist? How can you say you're a communist if you don't think America would work here? And I believe that too.
If you
And
don't think America would work here.
that's what I kind of thought about. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, is that what I said? If you don't think
Yeah, that's what you said.
if you don't think it would work here in America, and then I thought about it, I did a little thonking, and I'm like, but it would work somewhere else.
Hmm.
It would work in other societies.
I do have a bullet point that comes to mind here, but ideally, I don't want to expend all of my talking points.
Oh, right. Sorry, my brain wasn't working, so I did some air humping while, because I thought you were gonna keep talking, and then I realized, oh wait, she just said that she's not gonna do that. Okay.
Mhm.
Um.
No, but the biggest thing that comes to mind, just to keep it brief, is that ideally, I believe that communism would have to be implemented in a smaller system, since I believe a larger, more corporate system is inherently incompatible.
Yeah, the only reason I don't think it would work here is because our country is already built on greed.
Hmm.
Dude, that's gonna be crazy. It's so funny how our podcast works. We have so many. We're such like a specific. I love it, but we're for such a specific group of people, and I
We're
love
for
it.
trans anarchist cat girls.
That is so real. Because we're a comedy podcast, and we usually just talk about comedy, but also we will spit out takes no matter how controversial whenever we want.
Hmm.
I won't say no matter how controversial, but we will spit out controversial takes.
Hmm. I mean, there are certain takes that are like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to burn my hands delivering it.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that. Um, Also, as you can see, video watchers, I have January 6th book back here because I'm gonna try once more to burn through it. There is barely anything left of this thing, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, baby. I'm getting through it.
Best of luck with that, darling.
What do you say?
Best of luck with that, darling.
What?
Best of luck with that, darling.
Thank you. I turned my audio up a little bit. Thank you. I will do it. Maybe I'll have it done by next week. I don't know.
Ideally,
I like what.
just go at your own pace, okay, darling?
Thank you. I don't. I. I don't know why. I. I don't want to take my nail polish off, but like, it's only covering like 2/3 of my nails now. But I think that looks kind of dope.
Mm, that's fair.
It's very raggedy, and I think it looks cool.
I respect that. You
Thank
know,
you.
okay, I actually did have an idea for so for a context chat, I am a Twitch streamer as my primary profession as of current. And I just had an idea for content in which I believe I could do a segment where if I'm playing a rage game, I could make myself do ASMR voice so that I have to be calm.
I. You want to know something crazy? I did that.
But
You should do. I didn't. I haven't done it in years. I'm allowing you. Like you do
okay,
you.
actually, I had an idea. What if I played Getting Over It, but I had to be in an ASMR voice the whole time?
That's literally what I did. I did Getting Over It, and I did Tower of Hell, and then I stopped doing it because I don't really know why. Here's how I did it. Since I'm in a house with my
Mhm.
parents, I would wait until like 1 a.m. when I'm not supposed to be awake, and then start recording. So I literally couldn't scream because if I screamed, they would hear. Oh no! And I also did it with Fortnite. Like there were some really funny rage moments. I should clip some
Mhm.
because like I couldn't scream, so I was like sitting here like throwing a tantrum. I was like, and it was really funny.
Mhm. You see, here's actually one interesting part about me that is sort of a double-edged sword in regards to content, but I legitimately cannot rage. I've never raged
You've
before.
seen me rage today
Mm.
over
Have I?
fucking Beat Banger.
That is fair. I do recall that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because you were upset that your controller was not working, correct?
but yeah, I finally got one that did work. But my first two controllers, because I've had one of them for like I've had one of them for 4 years, and I've had one of them for 6. Or and I've got two of my
Mhm.
controllers like 6 or 7. Or wait, hold on. One of them for 4 years, and the other two I got like 6 or 7 years ago. And the first, and the,
You
of
left
course,
the ASMR voice, darling.
and of course, those two are the ones that I try first, and they were sticking. It was a fucking furry rhythm porn game, and I was screaming and bashing my fists against the desk because I couldn't finish fucking the cat.
You
It.
see, for me, right, what my rage looks like is I can't be like shouting like God fucking damn it, fuck this or anything. What I do is I very aggressively lean in. It's like, okay, that didn't work. What do I need to do? Okay, I
That's fair.
think maybe like
I don't
that.
think getting over it, I'm gonna be honest with you, Kat. I don't
Hmm.
think getting over it would be good for you. Because I know you're very much of like a completion. Okay, when you beat getting over it, you will want to cry in joy, but every step of the way there will be painful agony because you aren't able to do it. It is the
So,
hardest
like,
game.
the first time doing anal.
Thanks for watching the ASMR podcast, guys. We're now getting into the anal segment where I raw dog cat. Um, your
My,
your model reset. It is not moving. It is stuck in the middle of
yeah,
the screen. There
my
we go.
tracking's
It's
getting
fixed.
confused.
It fixed. Anyway, yes, like anal.
Okay.
Um, yes, like anal. So it is one of the hardest games I've ever played. Is what I'm saying is knowing you, cat, on a genuine
Mm-hmm.
level, it will like make you feel like you'll be sad is the best way I can put it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be sad because you won't be able to beat it at first. As was I. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't sad. I was just really fucking angry. But you'll be sad. It took me 15 hours of getting all my progress repeat. And
Mm-hmm.
15 hours. Let me put that into perspective. Now it takes me like 8, and it's the same map. So just imagine how many fuck ups it takes to make that 18 or 15 hours. It's a lot. It is a lot. It
Mm-hmm.
sucks.
I mean, is that not the inherent process of learning, though?
Yeah, I mean that's the point of the game. I'm just telling you, I'm just warning you. It may make you not like the game. But yeah, everyone I know who's like, "Oh, I'd be great at this game. This game looks easy. You're doing it wrong." Then they play it and they're like, "What the fuck? This is harder than I thought." I'm excited to wear
Well,
this.
oh, what's that?
Oh my god, this
Oh,
would
yeah,
be
the
so
orange
funny.
nail
It's
polish.
I'm wearing orange. I'm wearing orange. Oh, bleh. I'm wearing an orange shirt, orange shorts. If I was wearing orange nail polish, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I had an idea, chat, for some ASMR I could do. So, for anyone that watches my stream, you'd know I have a notoriously very, very loud keyboard.
Yes.
Oh, give me a second, chat. Before I do this, I'll need to be right back.
What the fuck? Oh, chat. Keyboard ASMR. Oh hell yeah! It's gonna sound
All
like
right.
me when I'm playing fucking. I can't think of a joke.
Uh,
Beat banger, clickety clackety.
Apologies for that, chat.
It's all right. I was
So
keeping the
as you
energy.
guys know, I notoriously have a very loud keyboard. So I'm just gonna put my keyboard nice and close to the microphone, and
I can't hear it.
I'll need to here noise suppression off.
Hell yeah! Hold up 1 second.
A bit too much, darling.
What?
Darling, you're tisming.
Bro, this reminds me of being in an office. I love it.
I actually will say that is kind of one of my praises of this keyboard. There was this one post I saw about like, what is the point of using a keyboard if it doesn't sound like you're using a typewriter? Which
That's
is
real.
my favorite thing about this keyboard.
I remember it sounds like you were typing so much that it sounds like this one distinct memory I have where I was
Mm-hmm.
in the 4th grade, I think. Maybe even or maybe
Mm-hmm.
2nd. I don't know. I was in computer class and I took off I'm zoned in, just playing my fucking cool math games, the world's hardest game, which I
Mm-hmm.
beat a bunch by the way because I'm a fucking goddess. And I
Mm-hmm.
and I am like zoned in this complete silence, and then I take off my headphones and it's just I don't think you heard that, cat, but the viewers did. I need to turn off my noise suppression, and it was like I don't know why I have that memory, but I do. I don't know why I felt like sharing it, but I did. That's what your keyboard sounds like.
That's fair, darling.
Maybe it's just because a lot was going on. I don't know. My brain's.
You're choosing me today, darling.
I'm EB. Okay, chat. When I get tired, my ADHD decides to ADHD, and it's kind of crazy.
Nice trying, darling.
Yeah, like I just want to read cat massage therapy right now, and it's kind of crazy. Chad, you should go fucking read cat massage therapy right
Mm-hmm.
now. Go read that shit. It's a manga, and in it, there's like fucking the whole thing. It's like little kitties just getting
Mm-hmm.
on top of people. Look at that. Look at that little fucking guy. I'm sorry if you're an audio listener, but if you're an audio listener, now you have to go read it. Go read it. It's so cute. It's like little kitties going like burp, 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 and like going on their backs and massaging them by putting their cute little paws on the. Read it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
For
cute little
reference,
manga.
chat, this recording session is ever so slightly later than most of our others.
Yeah, right now it is 9:36 p.m. for me and 8:36 p.m. for her. Right?
Affirmative.
What?
Affirmative.
Hell yeah. So, usually it's like 6. And I would be downing an energy drink right now to help, but I would not sleep. I should do that on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Next podcast? No, it would be too late. I would still stay up
For
all
the
night.
special podcast.
For the special podcast. I need to make the ADHD podcast, and we just record it super late. I down an
You
energy
know
drink.
exactly which one I'm referring to, darling.
Wait, what?
You know exactly which episode I'm referring to, where you might need the energy.
Uh, no, I don't know what episode that we talked about that you could not, that you would be insane. What are you talking about?
Do you seriously not remember?
I do remember. Kat, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What makes you tism?
It depends. Because it takes like very specific stimuli, but it's really just like things that are, I suppose, silly would be the best word.
How about this? How about one podcast episode? We'll call it the Autism Podcast. And for that episode, we will record. We will start the podcast at like 9:30. I
Hmm.
down an energy drink, and me and you watch Family Guy compilation, funny, offensive. So we're just tismed out, and then we start recording, and we just go fucking crazy.
Darling, that doesn't make me autistic, that just makes me tired.
For context, chat, Cat loves Family Guy.
I do not.
He goes like, I
Shut up.
like Peter Griffin ASMR.
No.
Oh
POV,
no,
Peter
Lois.
Griffin is a little bee that is trying to steal your food.
Are you talking about Puppy Cat?
No.
What do you mean, a
No,
little
I am not.
bee? You should talk
A
about.
little.
We should have the
Did,
Puppy
did
Cat
you
podcast.
did you forget what a bee was?
A bee, like the little flying things?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the girl from Puppy Cat.
Okay, are we gonna talk about bee and puppy cat now?
I don't know. I've only seen one episode. I don't think I know enough. You can go off if you wanna.
Like, okay, bee and puppy cat is one of my favorite like shows that just kind of appeared and then fucked off.
That's real.
Cause it's like it is such a well thought out show that's really cute, but at the same time, it's like okay, but like they made one season and then they stopped making it.
Yeah, I feel
And
that.
then like
I like shows that are like a show and not like a franchise or like when I look at it I go like when you look at Mickey Mouse you don't go, oh, it's the cartoon character. You go, oh, it's the fucking it's capitalism.
it's capitalism mouse.
It's capitalism mouse. I like when the show doesn't like Yeah, that's how I feel like Gravity Falls, for instance. It's like, oh, it's the show that like came up and was fucking awesome. A lot. They did keep making books, but like a couple of the books, I think. No, I think it was one of the books. I'm not sure. I know they had at least one book that the creator was like, just so you know, they didn't even ask for me to like help with this book.
I think the biggest thing I will say in favor of like Gravity Falls, right? I think that the show is at its best because they made 2 seasons and fucked off. Because like it's better to let it die at its peak than to let it keep going until it nosedives into mediocrity.
Are you not a fan of Gravity Falls?
No, I do like it, but I'm saying that I believe it is better for the fact that it chose to end
Yeah,
at
I
its
agree.
peak
I agree.
rather than keep going.
I agree. They made like the best episodes they could. I remember
Hmm.
people were mad at me because I have a little rating server where you rate stuff, and I rated Gravity Falls 99%. They're like, why didn't you rate it 100? Because I have a single issue with Gravity Falls that does get on my nerves. One, a lot of times when they're very serious, they pull out a joke, and it's like, hey, Alex, it's serious time. A lot of the times it's not even a funny joke. Like I remember one at the end of it. Like at the end, you find out. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Gravity Falls, some fucking how. At when fucking he has a twin brother and he comes out of the thing and you're like, oh my fucking god, he looks like Stan, and then and then Seuss goes. They're like all surprised, and then Seuss goes, oh, I should pass out, and then he passes out. It's like that wasn't even that funny, and you kind of ruin the suspense. Like I remember when I was 13, my fucking jaw was dropped. I was like, "What?" Even though it wasn't really that surprised. I mean, he had a secret twin brother. It's the most generic thing ever. But I was surprised. And then
Hmm.
they pulled that ass joke, and I'm just like, okay, well now I'm not in the mood for another episode anymore. That was kind of lame, guys. It's a specific instance, but it happened more than that.
That's fair.
I do like that they pushed the limits. I thought it was funny. You remember that one scene where there was like a deer head and blood started pouring out of its mouth?
Mm. I can I let you in on something, darling?
Yes.
I haven't actually watched the full show yet.
Oh shit. Wait. Okay. Are you currently watching it or did you drop it?
When I was younger, I used to like occasionally watch like episodes when they were playing, but I never sat down to watch the whole thing.
Okay, then I don't feel that bad for spoiling it because I don't think it's really like. Well, it's not like on your watch list or anything, is it?
I've watched the finale.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I don't feel bad. Um, yeah. So okay, so I didn't really spoil it. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was funny. There was a part where they had like a fucking deer head on the wall and blood started pouring from its mouth. It's like this is a kids show, my god.
Hmm.
Also, this is severely out of focus, but nothing will fix it.
Hmm.
It's
Darling, you're
fine.
gonna scare our viewers.
Yeah, I don't think I look any different to you, Kat. Do I look different at all?
Yeah,
Oh, you can tell? I thought you wouldn't be able to tell because no glasses. Because Kat's blind, chat, if you
if I
didn't know.
squint extremely hard, then you kinda have a face.
I think
You
it's.
still don't have eyes.
No, what's funny is I'm closing my eyes right now. What about now?
You still don't have eyes.
Really? They're like open super wide. What about now?
There are white specks on your face.
Okay, so what I did was I opened my eyes as big as I could and I turned my eyes to the side so all you could see was white. It would be funnier though if it just blended into my skin because I'm the
Typically,
same
when I'm
color.
talking to people in person, that is actually what happens.
Hmm. I mean, maybe that's just because they're so white, and I'm very tan, Chad. Audio listeners, I'm very tan. I'm not that white.
I'm whiter than my model for the record, video list people with video.
Um, by the way, Chad, I'm joking. I expect a cat to call me out. I'm very white.
No, I wanted to see how long it take for you to break your own joke.
I wanted you to break. Okay, well,
No.
next time I'll wait. Next time, I'll wait. I feel like they can tell. You don't listen to
Hmm.
me and go, oh, that's. I think she's black, personally. Like,
Hmm.
no, I'm very white. What would you do if people thought I was black?
Why should I care?
Because I don't because they would be like, no, I don't believe you. Jay's black.
Darling, since when has that ever mattered to me?
Just so you know, chat, Cat bullies me all the time because I'm too white for her.
Yeah, I do. It's my favorite pastime.
She calls me her stupid little cracker, and it makes me sad.
No, you get a boner every time I do it.
Okay, chat. Anyway, so, uh, uh, well, I can't think because you've broken my mind. So actually, it's your turn to segue. You should talk
Hmm.
about
So, Chad,
jeans.
speaking of boners,
No, no, this isn't the boner podcast, chat. This
hello,
is
Chad, and welcome to the Boner Podcast now with ASMR voices.
every time I say hello, chat, I think I'm talking to you, cause chat is cat in French. So I say hello, chat. My mind goes hello, cat. And now I feel like I'm talking to you all the time when I say hello, chat. So whenever I go hi, chat, I get a little picture of you in my mind.
I'm glad to hear, darling.
It makes me a little, it makes me think a little silly. It makes me go, oh, my silly girlfriend is here. No, she's not. I'm so
That's
tired.
cute,
I'm so
darling.
sorry, Chad. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
This is the so so should the Tism podcast exist? Should the Autism podcast
I
exist?
don't think we have to make that, I'll be honest.
Because every episode is the autism episode.
Every episode's the autism episode. That's what happens when you subscribe to ADHD autism people on a podcast.
We're gonna give you autism.
We are going to give you autism.
We're gonna inject you.
We are giving you the autism milk.
We're like those communist teachers that inject you with the ADD and transsexuality.
I personally love giving our viewers trans. I hope that some like tough cis white boy watches this episode and goes, "Wait, fuck! I think I want to be a girl."
That was me. I used to be super big and buff, and then the left ruined
No, you
me.
weren't. No,
And
you
then
weren't.
and
No,
then
you
the
weren't.
left, the woke left,
Darling, you looked
communist Bernie
identical to how you do now when
Sanders.
you were 13. You were shorter, and that is it.
My hair was also shorter, and I had less
I
acne.
said you were. Yeah, that's what I said. You were shorter.
My
All
hair
parts of you.
my hair was also shorter though, not just my height, and I had less
Yeah.
acne.
Was your girl cock shorter too?
Homie, probably. I haven't really been keeping track. You know like how people how like when you grow you write down like you go like, oh, you I was right here in 2017. I don't do that with my cock.
I think you should.
Get a piece of paper, be like 20, oh, here you go, Sonny, in 2017 your dick was 3 inches and now it's 6.
Hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit. That ain't happening.
I do that.
What the fuck do you mean you do that?
It's what I do to make sure my estrogen's working.
So it, holy shit, I didn't even think about that. So it goes up and up and up and up and then down and down and down and down.
Hmm.
Can I see the little piece of paper that you drew,
I'll show you after the
that
stream.
you put your dick against and just go,
Of course, darling.
thank you, honey. Anyway, I can't. I'm too autistic for this shit. My brain is actually kind of going crazy right now.
Hmm. You know what I just realized?
What did you
So
just
every
realize?
episode, I kind of go out of my way to find an excuse to mention my age, since the more numbers I say, the less people will believe any of them. And I'm going to do that this episode.
Yeah. Well, I feel like by now people know that you're 99.
Yeah, I mean, I try to keep it secret, but people.
Don't worry, no one's gonna get far enough into this episode to
I
realize.
know, but like,
You're
I don't.
99, cat. This is just between you and me. They're not gonna know. You are
I know,
99.
I know, I know.
You can't fall out of that. We don't want you forgetting your age again. You gotta, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And last time, like, I forget all the time that I'm 2 years old. It always slips my mind. But like, at the end of
Yeah,
the
I
day,
mean, I forget about it too. You know, like,
yeah.
I just, it's hard to tell people because I worry about what they'll think about this.
I mean, like
You
this.
know, that's quite the gap.
I mean, it's kind of crazy this year. I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis. I mean, it's gonna be my 15-year anniversary of being 2 years old. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you.
It feels like just yesterday I was like 11.
Feels like just yesterday I was 1.5. But it's not. It's
Yeah,
just not how it is. Feels like
I
it
know.
feels like just a year ago I was in the womb. I remember when I came out of that womb. I came
Hmm.
out throwing punches. I was like, I want to go fucking back in there, dude. This place sucks. Like, put me back
Hmm.
in the pussy, dude. I don't want to see this shit.
That's called unbirthed darling.
Yeah, you showed it to me.
I know. I know.
Yeah, and I'm not a cow either. I'm not. Wait, no, that was regular birth. Look,
Yeah,
I'm not. These poor fucking viewers have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
yeah. And
We're
I mean,
leaving
is
it
that
that way.
not part of the enjoyment of this?
Isn't part of the enjoyment not knowing what it's about? Sorry. Sorry, chat. I thought that would be
Could
a
you
little
not
silly.
try to fuck the viewers, darling?
Next episode, I'm gonna fuck all of you.
Uh, remember to cut that part and put it on your soundboard for
Oh
later.
my god. Dude, I like those like ASMR videos where it's literally
Hmm.
just porn, but you can't see it. It's kind of crazy. Have you seen those? It's literally there was like fucking. Dude, I remember there's like that one creator where the videos always start with like, I want to thank you guys again so much for listening. Please go over to my Patreon and enjoy. And then fucking femboy commits tax evasion ASMR, which is a real video.
No, I've had one of my friends show that to me before.
I remember showing that to Kana. Like I remember like at a pool like years ago in like 2020. I'm like, Kana, you gotta see this. It's crazy, and it was awesome.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's funny to me because I'm remembering that I believe 2020 was the year that I first came out as trans.
Whoa, 2020 was the year that I went homeschooled for the second time,
Mhm.
which was kind of crazy. And wait a minute, and the year that I came out, funnily enough, to myself. Not as trans, but like when I came out to myself, like, oh shit, I'm not straight.
Mhm.
2021 is when I'm like, oh shit, I'm not a dude.
Mhm.
So, yeah, dude, I love the audience. Like, if I wasn't me, if I was someone else, but I had the same views and the same humor, I would watch the shit out of this podcast and stuff.
I
But
mean,
like,
I believe that's kind of the beauty of what we make is I believe you have the same mindset as I do, where ultimately the person you're trying to entertain is yourself. It's to
yeah.
make content that you would have watched if whether you are where you are now or a prior yourself.
Admittedly, I feel like we're gonna get like a younger audience. I feel like we're gonna have like a bunch of like 13-year-olds watching us. We're gonna
I
be
mean,
like
it's plausible.
like
But
a.
I mean, I don't really see an issue with that because I mean,
Well, I
if
don't
my
either.
audience if the audience mostly consists of like 13 or 14-year-old egg trans women who just cracked because of us, I'm happy with that. That
I'm
is
happy with
what
that.
I want to inspire.
If we, just when that happens, I'm just gonna have to stop making jokes about fucking the audience, and then yeah, chill.
That's fair.
Like I
I
don't.
mean, ultimately, I kind of believe that there's a point in which, like, who do you want your audience to be? Because that is ultimately who you're trying to sell yourself to. And so it's like, it doesn't really matter what you have, it's what are you trying to sell yourself to?
I'm chill with anyone. I just think we make a lot of
Hmm.
sex jokes, and for that, that's kind of
That's
where my
fair.
mind went there. And also,
That's fair.
not only that, we also talk about like politics. So, so with
Hmm.
politics, it's like we kind of need people who are like what sucks is I love talking about politics. I don't really. We're trans anyway, so conservatives aren't gonna listen
Hmm.
to us. Um,
Hmm.
So I guess sprinkling in the politics doesn't change anything. But yeah, like people to listen to us, people likely are gonna have to agree with our political views. Otherwise, they're gonna get like really angry all the time because they're gonna be like, "No, communism is bad."
Which is, this is one of my favorite things of quotes. Like, that's actually just a facet of how Cold War propaganda still affects our modern perception.
Yeah, communism never works. Yeah, because it's never been tried. They've tried
Actually,
fascism.
from what I recall, it the few times we have tried it, it was actually kind of just like silently shut down by the government
Well,
since
it's that, see, like,
people.
most of the times it has been tried, it's been tried as, like, communism. Like, Stalin,
Mhm.
Hitler, they were communist. No, their
No.
views aligned so much closer to modern day conservatives. They said we're communists. They fucking killed socialists all the time. No, they were
Hmm.
fucking, they were not communists. They were
Hmm.
fascists, and they said they were
Hmm.
communists.
Hmm. Stalinism is not valid. Stalinism is not valid communism because
Stop,
it's
yeah,
not communism.
it's not. Whatever, no, too bad, tanky.
Hmm. Why?
You can, you can see.
I can tell the silhouette enough to know what you're doing, darling.
What am I doing?
You're trying to balance a shadow head on top of your head to make it look like you're Shadow the Hedgehog.
I put my head in my shirt, guys, and I'm putting shadow on.
I love you, darling.
Hey.
Yeah?
This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Darling, the audience.
What?
Remember, you have to be the entertainer still.
Yeah, and I'm doing a bomb
I
ass
can't do
Shadow the
this.
Hedgehog
I can't
impression.
do this alone, darling.
I'm doing a bomb ass Shadow the Hedgehog impression. That's pretty entertaining for the viewers.
Alright, alright.
Thank you. Finally.
You see, okay. The kind of audience want to imagine I draw in, right? Because, like, I don't. I think I'm a little childish, but in, like, a silly person kind of way. I feel
Yeah.
like just because I'm
ASMR.
most cooperative. I feel like I'm most cooperative with people, like, around, like, 20-ish anyway.
Yeah, same
And so
here.
I feel like that's my audience anyway. I think that's
I guess
just
that's
the
true.
people. I just think like my personality is the most interesting to like trans 20-year-olds with that are on the blunt of the effects of late stage capitalism
That's
that hate
fair.
Christians.
That's fair. Hence the satanic podcast coming in
Hmm.
May.
Remember to stay tuned for that, chat.
I think it's really funny to say coming in May like it's a movie when it's
Hmm.
just because we have so many things, excuse me, planned on the schedule.
Hmm.
Which is a, excuse me, oh my goodness gracious. Which is a lot. We have all the way up to episode 15 planned, chat, which is kind of crazy.
Hmm.
And I'm excited for the sex podcast personally.
Hmm.
What are you gonna do for the sex podcast, Kat? You wanna have?
I'm not really sure.
It's just the sex podcast.
Mhm. I
I'm
mean, we
excited.
could have sex live on camera.
That would be cool. Let's hope we meet IRL before April 8th, which is very realistic.
Hmm.
Obviously. Like,
Yeah.
I walk past your house all the time. I don't know why I just haven't head in there so at one point. Like, I need to.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Like, on my way to go to the gas station, I'm like, oh shit, there's Cat's house over in Utah right there. Wait, shit, do you want me to censor
Hmm.
that? You're open about that? Never mind.
No, because I live in California.
Right. Never. Yeah. Right. Right. So we don't have to because you obviously
Hmm.
live in California.
Yeah.
What happens when I move to California?
Well,
Or
that's a shame because I live in Wyoming.
that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. This is so sad. You're gonna name all 50. Like, I'm in California. Okay, I'm in California. Shit, I meant to say Wyoming. Okay, I'm in Wyoming now. God damn, my bad. I'm
It's
sorry.
unfortunate that I actually live in Texas.
Damn, can you at least like pay for the tickets? Cause it's been like a lot of money, and you just kind of trolled me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, darling.
It's not an answer.
Okay, I actually will say I can pay to fly you out to Washington.
Are you in Washington?
No, I'm in Oregon.
Why would I? Okay, so they're so. Mm-hmm. So I guess I could get an Uber to Oregon
Hmm.
from Washington, which is pretty close, I think.
Yeah, they're like
Right next to each other.
bordering each other.
Yeah, I knew I was right about that, but I didn't want to say anything. Fuck yeah, I know geography. Chat. I'm not stupid. Ask me a question education-wise and I got you. Do it right now.
Mhm. I reckon we've been going live for about 30, 40 minutes.
I reckon it's way more than that. 45 minutes. Okay, you were closer than what I had in my head.
Hmm.
What? Ask me an educational question. Is that you saying you want to stop, by the way?
No, I'm just checking
Okay.
to make sure that my calculations are on point.
Okay. Ask me an educational
Anyway, an
question.
educational question. What's the square root of 225?
Why is it math? 4.
No.
5.
A lot higher.
7.
Higher.
10.
Still higher.
14.
A little higher.
15.
Yes.
Holy shit. I told you I knew the answer.
Yeah.
Let's
It only
fucking
took you
go.
what? 6 guesses?
Yeah, those were like warm up answers. Warm up.
Alright. What's the square
Well,
root
no,
of
we should do another sub.
256?
We should do another sub 14.
Hun, it's a larger number. What do you mean
16.
14? Correct.
Alright, now we should switch subjects. Mostly because I don't know what a square root is. But you told me, but I only. Let's change subjects. Like what we got other than math? Because in Duolingo, I only got
What's
math.
the 10th digit of pi?
Including 3.
Including 3.
3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Um, what? What are you laughing for? 8.
I'll be completely honest, I don't actually know.
Okay, well, fuck. At, that's still math. I'm bomb in English. Ask me an English question. I don't really know what English.
What's the 15th word in the Holy Bible?
Holy shit! I might be able to do this. Doesn't matter the version.
Doesn't matter the virgin.
In the beginning, there was God, and God was good. God created light and it. So it, I don't actually know what. Oh, sorry. I
Okay,
don't
I'll
actually
accept
know.
that answer on the basis that I've never touched a Bible ever. Because if I did, my entire body would burst into flames.
No, hold on, don't. I have a Bible up here somewhere. Let's get it right from the source. I know, like, there might have been some
Darling, you're gonna
paraphrasing.
deter our viewers.
What?
Everyone knows that viewers of We Don't Belong Here are scared of Holy Bibles.
They are a little spooky. Okay, here. Holy Bible. Let's check it out. Is there copyright on the Bible?
Darling, how would you copyright the Bible? It's well over
Genesis.
100. How would you copyright the Bible?
Well over 100 is crazy. Okay, first chapter.
It's public domain, darling.
Well over 100. Oh yeah, 100 is when, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's actually in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. Okay, so what's the fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Ted, are
13,
you
14,
entertained?
15. The 15th word is God. I'm sorry.
That
Sometimes I
makes
forget we're in the
sense.
podcast. You should please have sex. Okay.
Okay. All right,
That
chat.
might have been a little bit too much bulge for the viewers. I'm sorry.
All right. I think. Do we think chat's ready to call it here?
You ready to call it, Cat? Ready to call it
There's
chat?
just one thing I'd like to do.
Go on.
Chat, thank you for tuning in. I assume it's probably late for most of you, so feel free to go back to sleep. Make sure to get
Go to
nice and comfortable
sleep.
for us, okay?
Get
Good girl.
all comfy. Good girl. You're a
Nice and
trans
comfortable.
girl now.
You're a trans girl.
You're a
Make
trans
sure to
girl.
get nice and comfy.
You're gonna like and subscribe.
You're gonna like and subscribe, darling.
You're gonna like and subscribe like good pets.
Thank you all for tuning in. We can't wait to see you next time.
See y'all next time. Alpha Mommies out.